In this short video, we'll look at how to build a success profile and why it matters. Hiring the wrong candidate can waste time and a small fortune. The wrong candidate can wreak havoc in your business and take months to recover from. Now, the reality is that most candidates are not suitable for your job role. In fact, most people will struggle to cope with the work environment that you provide. And it doesn't matter about their qualifications, their work experience, or their skills, most people will still struggle to cope with your specific work environment. And this is all to do with their personality type. Now, there are also a minority of people who will thrive in your work environment and actually excel in the job role itself. Now, these people have a personality type that finds your work environment compatible. Now, do skills and experience matter? Well, yes, of course they do, but only if the candidate can also cope with your work environment. If they find the work environment incompatible, then they will always be pedalling uphill. If they find the work environment incompatible, then you are likely to experience high staff turnover. Skills can be learned, but whether an individual finds your work environment to be compatible or not is purely determined by their personality type. Now, this is usually why a candidate that looks good on paper may, to your surprise, not work out. So how do we build a success profile? Well, we start by having the line manager complete the personality questionnaire so that we can understand the psychology of the line manager. Now, the line manager is a significant contributor to the actual work environment experienced by the employee. We then ask you to provide a detailed job description, which is then, of course, analysed. You'll be asked about the skills required for this job role, and you'll be asked about the qualifications required, and you'll be asked about the work experience that you are looking for. The line manager is then asked to complete the questionnaire from the PeopleMaps Work Environment Analyzer tool. This is a separate questionnaire again. If you have people doing a similar role, we may also ask some of them to complete a personality assessment in order to see what personality types are currently coping with the role. The Success Profile report is the final result, and this is what's included. So a PeopleMaps profiling specialist will analyse all the data collected and produce a Success Profile report. This will make recommendations as to what to look for in your candidate and what to avoid. The report will include several PeopleMaps gauges, and each of these gauges is customised to your specific job role. The gauges allow you to see at a glance scores for very specific things from 0 to 100. So, for instance, an example might be a gauge for natural attention to detail. So if your job requires a lot of detail, then you want to hire people who do that naturally. You will not only have a refined list of skills, qualifications and experience to look for, but a personality profile as well. So how do you use your Success Profile report? Well, now that you know what to look for, you can narrow down your candidate list considerably. You can avoid wasting time on candidates that simply do not come close to your Success Profile. You can give your Success Profile to your recruitment agency and ask them to only provide candidates that meet your criteria. This will help prevent agencies from wasting your time with unsuitable candidates. Now you can spend more time with candidates that are more likely to thrive in your job role. Now you can reduce your recruitment risk and save a lot of time in processing unsuitable candidates. How do we avoid a crisis? Most employers hire in a crisis. Someone quits and they quickly have to fill the role. If you don't begin your recruitment process until someone quits, then you will always be hiring in crisis mode. Alternatively, you could build a success profile for each of your current positions, and you could do that now. Then, should someone quit, you already have done all the groundwork. You are prepared. This is what you can do with the Success Profile Builder.